Hey cousin, who you chilling with?
I'm chilling with MONIE.
Hey cousins, welcome back to the crib. Audio MONIE here. Please do me a favor and smash that like button on your way in. Find yourself a seat in the corner, in the middle of the room, right next to me, whatever you prefer, because we got some things to talk about today, all right? And if you are here for the first time, consider hitting that subscribe button to become a part of the family. Over here, we get into the mess, the music, entertainment, and the meaning behind it all. And I would love to have you as a new cousin. So let's get into it because UMG just filed their initial disclosure in Drake's lawsuit. And it feels like, cousins, they are about to open Pandora's box. Reminder though, initial disclosures are the first stage of a lawsuit where both sides are required to reveal who might testify and what evidence they might use. What they intend to bring forward was noted a while back, likely to let Drake know this is where we are willing to take this in discovery if you want to move forward. Now, this was publicly noted, but I don't believe it was made public until the documents were updated yesterday to court listener August 18th at 7:42 p.m. Now, it's 7 pages, but it's pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy. They list out what it is that they basically intend to bring forward. Again, initial disclosures are reasonable, so no one can act surprised when the information is being presented to the judge and the jury. If it gets there, because some folks, they love to pretend they weren't aware. They had no clue what the fuck was going on when they show up. Oh, I didn't know you was going to say this. I didn't know. Stop lying. Stop lying. And UMG's list is heavy, and it could get very dark for the boy. Very dark. But first of all, UMG listed Drake himself, Kendrick Lamar, and Kendrick's manager, Anthony Saleh, and several top UMG executives as people who could be called to testify. So that means Drake can find himself face to face with Kendrick Lamar. Now, I don't recall the last time these two have been in the same vicinity as each other. I think the last time they may have been in the same area was Drake popped up to the Mr. Morale tour in Canada. But the word on the street is Kendrick brushed him off. Kendrick didn't want to have no conversation with him. He was just up in the skybox, tuned in and I guess scoping the scenery out like he was trying to intimidate somebody probably. I don't know. But basically, Kendrick gave him the deuces like, I don't want to talk to you. So imagine them seeing each other for the first time in a very long time in a courtroom, in a freaking courtroom. That is going to be a scene if we get to that stage. And UMG also wants to present Drake's contract to the courtroom. Now, will it be heavily redacted like they tried to do with Kendrick's contract the other day? I don't know. Maybe they'll expose things that they know Drake don't want to see that won't hurt them themselves. They also want to present all of the diss tracks. Now, does that mean just the ones the public heard? Or does that include the songs that weren't released? Because, baby, I would love to hear the alleged 19-minute version of Euphoria and the 5 stocks that Kendrick had in stock. I would love to hear those songs, wouldn't y'all? Don't threaten me with a good time. Give the people what they want. I would love to hear those songs. And they also want to talk about the Art on Trial, Protect Black Art petition to point out Drake's hypocrisy because Drake signed that petition. This petition was meant to stop courts from using rap lyrics as evidence against artists. But look at the situation now. Drake is suing UMG. This is hypocrisy at its finest. Drake wanted lyrics protected when it benefited him. Now, the same legal system is saying his own lyrics might prove his guilty conscience, which I will get to in a minute because UMG is saying, funny how you signed that petition, but we are about to show the court that Kendrick didn't invent these accusations. The allegations have existed since forever. The reporting has existed for forever. And if we need to, we have no problem connecting the dots. Let's get nasty. If you want to get nasty, if you want to take it there, if you want to get low, I'm willing to take this shit to hell. I don't think you want to go to hell with me. That's what UMG is saying. They are putting it out there. They are willing to bring up Drake's history with minors, the criminal conviction of his associate, Baka Not Nice, and a trail of news reports and documents that could be devastating for Drake's reputation. Devastating. Like I said, people like to harp on, oh, Kendrick called him a pedo with no proof. Those same people who say this like to pretend that this is just something new and Kendrick just pulled this shit out the sky. No, there's been so many articles in regards to his alleged deviances with minors. Like, I even did a thread on this back in March. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to pull it up to show y'all that I even did a thread on this shit to show y'all, like, this isn't new information. This is from 2017, 2019, 2018, 2019, 2019, 2016, 2020, 2019 again. And then also recent that performance, BET Award performance, with him having the OMG girls on stage with him and Lil Wayne while they're performing I Wish I Could Fuck Every Girl in the World. You got Regina Carter on stage and she only 11 years old. Like, what's going on? Why are people pretending these allegations are brand new when it's not? They're not. And UMG again said, hey, we can go there. Do you want to go there? Like, this isn't just about music anymore. This is about character. This is about credibility and exposure. Is this the door Drake want to walk through? Because let's break it down. It's down case study style. Shout out to my former professor. Shout out to her. But let's focus on Millie Bobby Brown, because that's who's going to be, the crux of this whole situation. The allegation: for years, Drake has been scrutinized for his relationship with Millie Bobby Brown, who was underage when they were close. People question his mentorship, quote unquote. The texting, telling him he missing, he love her. The optics of how that looked is very messy. Why are you 31 plus years old telling you, a 13-year-old, you miss her through text messages? On no God green's earth should my 13-year-old daughter be texting a 30-plus-year-old man that I do not know. And for the life of me, I cannot understand why you want to mentor a 13, 14-year-old girl. What are you mentoring her about? Oh, you used to be on a child show, right? You play Wheelchair Jimmy. Y'all have that in common. But there's also another character on that show, the black boy. I forgot his name. Y'all will put it in the comments, but why couldn't you mentor him? You had more in common with him than you have with this little white girl. Why aren't you mentoring him? He's young. He's a child actor. He raps. You could have been mentoring him, but you chose to mentor a 13-year-old girl and you text her about boys and you missing her. That looks crazy. There's no way you can make that sound good at all. And then also, let's talk about Kendrick's role in this. Notice that Kendrick never mentioned Millie Bobby Brown. Not in Euphoria, not in 616 in LA, not in Meet the Grams, and not in Not Like Us. He mentioned Millie Bobby Brown nowhere. However, Drake slipped up in the Heart Part 6. Unprovoked, blurts out her name himself. Nobody asked you about Millie Bobby Brown, Drake. Nobody accused you of messing with Millie Bobby Brown in these songs, but you couldn't resist mentioning her. Kendrick didn't mention her. That's not strategy. That's self-incrimination. So what does this mean? In court, this looks terrible. In court, this suggests Drake already knew these allegations were out here and felt the need to defend himself against something Kendrick didn't even say. That is guilty conscious, and that's UMG's leverage. Here's where it gets deadly. UMG can essentially say, well, this proves Kendrick didn't just make this stuff up for a diss track. Drake knows these allegations already exist, and we're ready to bring the evidence, headlines, and witnesses to show why he mentioned Millie Bobby Brown. Drake, you done walked yourself into some shit. This can get very devastating for you because instead of exposing Kendrick as a liar, it now exposes Drake as a man haunted by his own reputation. And not to mention Weinstein and the Epstein fuck up. Kendrick mentioned Weinstein on Meet the Grams, and you brought up Epstein. So again, more self-incrimination. So Drake, why do you want to keep dragging this lawsuit forward? Drake is mad. He's mad he lost the rap war he started. He's mad Kendrick has a better contract at UMG, even though Drake want to market himself as the bigger artist between the two when all he has over Kendrick Lamar is streams. And that's reasonable because your discography is literally like 3 times Kendrick's. You should have more streams than him. You're not more talented. You're not more versatile. You're not a better performer. You're not a better rapper. You're not more rewarded, especially not at the big awards that account. It's a landslide. And he wants Kendrick's contract. He's mad because Kendrick has a better contract than him. He's mad Kendrick has more freedom than him. And he's upset UMG didn't censor Kendrick like he once did Pusha T, like they once allegedly did Meek Mill, French Montana. He tried to do the Metro Boomin with like that. Yeah, this lawsuit isn't about justice. It is about ego. That's all it is. Also, I believe in these documents, UMG also talks about damages, or in if Drake has been damaged, they flat out say Drake hasn't suffered any damages. His career is still intact. He still streamed heavily, and the case is just a waste of time. And it's true. What damages has he had? Like, has he been damaged? And besides embarrassment, every month they make sure to push that he is the most streamed rapper on Spotify. Every single month, you can see every single vlog on Twitter, on Instagram, wherever. They are all flooding the timeline to let us know Drake is the most streamed rapper on Spotify. And due to his back catalog, because that's what's keeping him alive. He hasn't lost any of his assets. He hasn't lost his home. He hasn't lost his plane. He still has his partnerships. He's still striking new deals and partnerships. Didn't he recently get a partnership with the NFL of all places? He hasn't been dropped from his label, and he's still making music. It sucks, but he's still making it. Point us to the losses. What have you lost? What have you been damaged with? Nothing. And UMG is saying they are ready to demand that Drake pay their legal fees when it's all said and done as well. So not only is he running through money, UMG is about to make him pay as well if they come out on the winning end of this whole thing. So to recap, this is UMG basically showing they won't be Drake's shield anymore. The gloves are off and they are ready to dance. He wanted them to silence Kendrick. They refused. And now they're saying, if you drag us into court, we'll bring every skeleton out of your closet. Drake lost the rap war. And if UMG follows through, he's about to lose in court too. With the kind of exposure no diss track could even match, I suppose. Play ball. So cousins, let me know your thoughts on today's topics. How are we feeling? I know some people were leaving comments asking why the case hasn't been thrown out yet. And I need y'all to understand there are steps and procedures that must be followed in a court of law. Both sides have to be able to present whatever it is that they want to present, and then a decision for a jury trial will be made. This thing is going into next year and beyond likely, so just buckle up. And before you head out, please smash that like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check the description for the link to my Discord. If you would like to support the channel directly, a link to my Cash App is available in the description. I am working on getting my YouTube studio together, which includes a new microphone and a camera so that we can get back to the live streams. I miss doing the actual live streams and y'all can see me and not just be audio Moni and y'all just only hear my voice. So if you would like to support me, check out my description for my wish list or my Cash App directly. Again, thank you for watching this video all the way through. I really love y'all. Y'all be safe. And I will catch y'all in my next one. Later.
Hey cousin, who you chilling with?
I'm chilling with Moni.